Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you get your green gear. Click the link in the description box. Now, I'm here at me mom's, so I'm going to try to keep it somewhat short because I got stuff to do. But, you know, the topics take me where they take me. So, first of all, there was a suspect arrested in the Jaslyn Adams execution case. And in case the mainstream mediocres haven't given it enough coverage, Jaslyn Adams was a 7-year-old girl who was executed in the drive-thru at McDonald's with her father in what city? Like my dad would say, I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. Chicago, Chirac is where it happened, of course. So there was a suspect arrested. Apparently they were surveilling the suspect's residence or where they were at the time. They went to pull him over. He takes off down the interstate. He crashes, hops out, shoots at the cops, tries to carjack another person in the middle of the highway, and the cops end up shooting him and taking him into custody. Wait. Stop. Hold on. Hold the fuck up. Like Nate Dogg would say, hold up. Now, what I just said was a black suspect wanted for murder crashes his car, shoots at the police, and he was taken into custody. Wait a minute. Guys, I'm trying to get my head around this shit, okay? Because the president is telling me this is a racist country and we're fraught with systemic racism. That nasty Hua, who is his vice president, you know, the politician who went horizontal so her career could go vertical, she says this is a racist country. The mayor of Minneapolis says this is a racist country. Insert mayor of liberal fucked up city here. They tell me that our country is racist. Systemic racism, racial justice, police reform. We're hunted. We're terrified. How is that when a black man wanted for murder, shot at the police, and he's still alive and they took him into custody? How can that be? Because according to their narrative, they should have shot all their bullets into his body, sent someone back to the precinct, get more bullets, and shoot those into his body too. Because he's black. And that's the only reason they need to murder you. Right? Wrong. So unfortunately, they didn't shoot and kill. Unfortunately, they didn't kill this piece of shit. He's still alive. They shot him in the arm. Now, I don't mean to be too tinfoil hat, but why in the arm? Why not in the body? Bigger target. You think he just got lucky? The cop winged him? Or do you think that maybe those cops didn't want to kill his ass because of the shit I just mentioned? You know, the president, the mayors, and everybody else saying that they're racist. I wonder why. Could have been. Maybe that's where they meant to shoot him. And if they meant to shoot him there, why? Again, it's because they are afraid of being racist and being fired from their job and having their lives ruined. So is this going to be the new thing? Are cops going to go for less than deadly shots, less than lethal shots, so they don't get fired, so they don't have their lives ruined, so they're not painted with the scarlet letter of a racist? I hope not. I hope these cops allow this shit, as major as it is, to be BBs off a battleship. Pew, pew. I hope it doesn't affect them. I hope they keep their laser focus, and I hope they stick to their training. Don't change a thing because a handful of assholes. Please don't start aiming somewhere else so that your life isn't ruined. Please don't. Stick to the script. Do what you were trained. Fuck these people. They're wrong and they're liars. I hope this does not become the norm, and I hope that those cops didn't do that. But can you blame them if they did? What did LeBronica James do to that officer who was 100% in the right for shooting that girl who's about to stab another one? Put his picture on his Twitter, and he has 50 million followers. That's the kind of shit that happens. That's what's in the back of these cops' minds now. But don't sit here and tell me that we have systemic racism and police are racist and black folks are being hunted when this piece of shit gets shot and arrested. I wouldn't have been mad if they left his dead ass on the highway, but they didn't. They took him into custody. Another thing, this girl's father was with her in the car when she got executed. And she only got hit with 6 bullets. I think it was like 50 bullets or something that was shot. So why? Why did they target that vehicle? Well, her father, he just got out of prison. Why? Probably for some gang shit, some drug shit. They said that this was gang related. That little girl wasn't in a fucking gang. That little 7-year-old Angel wasn't in a gang. He must have been. But I'm going to wait until I see the official word that this was done because of his gang affiliation. And if and when that day comes, you best believe I'm going to get in his ass like a bike with no damn seat. Because if that's the case, you brought this upon your daughter. You brought those 6 hot-ass rounds through her tiny little 7-year-old torso. So I'm going to wait until the official word comes down. And if it does, you already know. So let's move on to something else, shall we? And I just put it up on my YouTube page because it's a screenshot. So I don't think that I can put that up as far as, in the description box with the links. But if you go to my YouTube page and you go under community, you will see a picture of what I am about to tell you. Now, if you view it from the prism of before all this PC, everything's racist bullshit started, you will see that this is silly / disgusting / racist as fuck. But if we view it through the prism of 2021 and 2020, this is just par for the damn course. So, they created, or whatever, they made a George Floyd Square. They just name shit after any fucking body. There's a Ben Carson Square, a Thomas Sowell Square anywhere? I fucking doubt it. But there is a George Floyd Square. And in this square, they have a sign. And on this sign is a picture of George Floyd, and it says, "Here is where George Floyd took his last breath under the knee of a Minneapolis police officer," right? And then it has some rules and regulations for said square. Now, there's about 4 of them. I'm not going to read them all. I'm just going to read the one that made the single drop of blood come from my nose. It says, and at the top of this list of 4 things, it says, for white people in particular. All right? So if you're white and you go to George Floyd Square, you better stop at this sign and read the rules. It says, and I quote, "For white people in particular, be mindful of whether your volume, pace, and movements are supporting or undermining your efforts to decenter yourself." What kind of convoluted word salad bullshit was that? What the fuck does that even decenter yourself? You know what this shit sounds like? It sounds like the dude from those old In Living Color clips. I can't remember his damn name, but the character was played by Damon Wayans, and he was the inmate who was talking like he was smart, but the actual words that he was using didn't make any sense. And it's always, or usually, the episodes were him in front of the parole board trying to explain why he should be released from prison. But then he comes with all these stupid ass words that don't mean what he thinks they do. Like, and if you've seen the skit, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, check it out. But he says, he's like, you don't have to be a Claire Huxtable to understand. Now, obviously, Claire Huxtable is not the fucking words you would use there. But this is exactly what this sign is like. Be mindful of whether your volume, pace, and movements are supporting or undermining your efforts to decenter yourself. So, white people can walk too fast? Wait. It says your volume, pace, and movements. So you guys, you're dealing with, quiet. You're dealing with the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities, okay? Quiet. Can't be too loud. Very noise sensitive. It's like a cake. You know what happens if you're too loud and your mama's baking a cake? The cake will collapse. Use your cake voices, okay? When you're around black people, think cake. Quiet, okay? So the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities can't have you talking too loud or moving too quickly. It's like being near a horse. If you move too fast, you might spook the horse. It raises up, kicks somebody in their fucking head. Quiet. Okay? Your pace and your movements, you have to make sure that they're not undermining your efforts to decenter yourself. What the fuck? What does that mean? Why do you have a certain list of behaviors allowed for white people? Flip it. Tony Timpa Square, right? Black people in particular. You have to make sure that you're mindful that your volume, your pace, and movements aren't undermining your efforts to decenter yourself. Now, as soon as they wrote for black people in particular, stop, cut, it's over. You're all racist. You're all going to be doxxed. Your lives are fucking ruined. You don't deserve to make any money to support your family. Go away and die. That's what would happen. All the blue check mark, soft-headed, granola-headed dirt fuckers will be out there talking about, see, evil white people, racist America, whatever they got to do to stroke their little pink, overly sensitive PC wieners. Oh my God, can you hear, this racism, America's so racist, I told you, America's racist, They love that shit, they get off on it, they must. They get off on that bullshit, they can't wait to virtue signal. You know what I did today? I was going into a building and I held the door for a person of color, yes. Good job, man. You helped a person of color. I feel good now. I think I can go to sleep tonight. This is bullshit. Everybody has to be able to do everything or nobody can do anything. You can't have them having signs like this that say, listen up, white people, you got to act a certain way. They couldn't have that for black people, couldn't have that for Mexicans, couldn't have it for Asians. That's the hypocrisy. That's the bullshit. That's the crying wolf. That's what's going to get shit fucked up. Maybe this is what they want. Maybe this is how they're going to bring about this ultimate race war that they want. They have to divide us. That's their only way. That's their only weapon is division. How can you have this shit like this? How do people allow this to be? What the fuck do you mean for white people in particular? Why wouldn't you have those rules for everyone? Oh, I forgot. We're the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities. Keep it down. That's bullshit. And you know what's really messed up? Those of us folks who are lower on the color chart than others, who don't subscribe to this stupid shit, who don't believe in this bullshit, who will not allow our children to believe this bullshit, we're going to get caught up in it. We're going to get caught up in the net with the rest of these fucking idiots. Because as they want it to be about race. So the people who get tired of this shit, decide to do something about it, are only going to see our race and are going to act against us, are going to act out their revenge against us, and we didn't do shit. But this is how you wanted it. You want it all about race, so here you go. Speaking of race, I saw this thing on Instagram. Apparently some elderly Asian man in Harlem was stomped the fuck out by some black dude. It's hard to watch. The old man is unconscious. He's collecting cans. The old man is unconscious, and he is stomping on this dude's head. When are the mainstream mediocres going to start calling this shit out? Because every story I've seen about some Asian person getting beat up, the perpetrator looks like who? You want equality? You want fairness? Start treating everybody the same. Stop with this hate crime bullshit. Crime is crime. You do a crime, you get caught, you do the fucking time. Now, if you want people to get higher sentences, longer sentences for a racial attack, then raise the sentence, raise the amount of years for everybody. If it's proven that you attack somebody because of their race, because you are racist, here's the time you get. Not, they were darker, let's raise it. No, for everybody. Hate crimes, 20 years, just to throw out a number. For everybody. Period. Not hate crimes. Crimes, assaults. Here you go. It doesn't matter what color they are. Because when you start picking certain groups, you create animosity and you fuck over the group. This shit doesn't make any sense. We want to help people of color. Well, by singling out people of color, you're hurting people of color. You fucking idiots. Who's running this damn popsicle stand? Boy, I'm telling you. Let me wrap this shit up. Because like I said, I got work to do. So Biden, he's on a Zoom call with all these other leaders doing this stupid ass climate summit. All you world leaders don't got shit better to do than some fucking climate summit about some shit we can't even help. What the fuck are you guys talking about in there? All kinds of countries fucked up. Ours is one of them, and you have some damn climate summit. What a fucking waste of time. Anyway, this Worthy's original sucking idiot is on there, and somebody sent it to me, and it said Biden is the only one with wearing a mask. And in that particular photo, he was. But it turns out that there were other leaders who wore their masks during the Zoom call. And Biden had his on for a while. He took his off. He wasn't the only one with his mask on. If we're going to talk about these motherfuckers, we got to keep it real. He was not the only one without a mask. There were others. But I tell you what, he was the only one doing. He was the only world leader up there with no fucking flag in the background. All those other countries, whether you recognize their flag or not, it was behind their leader in the Zoom call. Who didn't have one? Bidenist pervertist. Why not? Because he does not give a fuck about America. Because I'll tell you one thing. If I'm doing a Zoom call in front of all them other countries, I'm going to have my country's flag behind me to let you know who I represent, who I care about, and who I'm here for. That is one thing. I don't give a shit how you felt about Trump. One thing is for sure, when he went around the world, there was no question who he was there representing. There was no question who he was there for. Who he was there working for. Biden shit, you never know. You couldn't tell by looking at the Zoom call. How the fuck are you up there with all the other countries? That's what you're there for. You're there representing your country. So represent it with our flag in the background, you asshole. This shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. I cannot wait to get to the end of this so we can look back on all this and shake our heads. Because being in the middle of it sucks. This is not the America I grew up in. This is not the America that I know. This shit is crazy. This fool was at a meeting, basically, a meeting with all these other 40 other countries, and you're the only one there with no fucking flag behind you representing where you're from. Man, please. I'm telling you, you get a whole room full of Hollywood writers and put guns to their heads. They couldn't write this shit. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.